Hello everyone, I am Zubair Ahmed, Assistant Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Data Science at Shirpur Education Society's R.C. Patel Institute of Technology, Shirpur. Welcome to this video lecture session on research methodology designed for our final year BTech students in semester 7. As data science professional, mastering research methodology directly aligned with our vision and missions by training you to build rigorous, scientifically sound and ethical solutions for industry and society. To excel in this course, a basic knowledge of probability and statistics is highly essential, as data-driven conclusions rely heavily on statistical validation. The core objective of this course are simple yet impactful. First, to understand the foundational research process. Second, to acquaint you with identifying problems for research and designing research strategies. Third, to familiarize you with the precise techniques of data collection, analysis and interpretation. Upon completing this journey, you will achieve 5 core course outcomes mapped carefully to modern Bloom's taxonomy levels. CO1 of apply level, in which you will apply preliminary research design concepts to projects in your specific subject matter areas. CO2 of analyze level, in which you will learn to analyze and report research data using appropriate statistical and analytical techniques. CO3 of understand level, in which you will develop the capability to explain complex data or situations clearly. CO4 once again of the analyze level, in which you will accurately analyze research findings to extract meaningful insights. And last but not the least, CO5 of apply level, in which you will be able to summarize highly structured research report based on those research findings. Now let us officially begin with Unit-1, basic research concept, which span 7 instructional hours. In this lecture, we will explore the meaning of research, defining characteristics and objective of research. What exactly do you mean by research? Let us look at how global scholars define it. The Advanced Learner's Dictionary of Current English defines it as a careful investigation or inquiry, specifically through a search for new facts in any branch of knowledge, where Redman and Mori simplifies this by calling it a systematized effort to gain new knowledge. For more procedural perspective, Clifford Woody notes that research involves defining and redefining problems, formulating hypotheses or suggested solutions, collecting, organizing and evaluating data, making deductions and reaching conclusions. And most importantly, carefully testing those conclusions to verify if they fit your original hypothesis. In short, as Schlesinger and Stephenson state, it is the manipulation of things, concepts or symbols to extend, correct or verify knowledge. To put it elegantly, research is a scientific and systematic search for relevant information on a specific topic. It is an original contribution to the existing stock of knowledge, making way for its advancement. It is the pursuit of truth through study, observation, comparison and experiment. Think of it as a movement from the known to unknown, a true journey of discovery. Ultimately, research is about finding an objective, systematic solution to a problem. Now let us discuss why research is conducted. The primary objective of research is to discover answers to questions through scientific methods. Some important objectives are to discover hidden truth. Research helps us identify facts that are not known yet. To gain new insights, sometimes researcher explores a topic to understand it better, which is called as exploratory research. To describe characteristic accurately. For example, students' performance falls under descriptive research or studying customer behavior is also falls under the descriptive research. To determine the relationship, research helps to identify whether one factor is related to another factor. For example, whether social media uses affect academic performance. And last, to test hypotheses. First, a hypothesis is an assumption or prediction. Research helps to verify whether the prediction is correct or not. For example, students who study regularly score higher marks. Research can test whether this statement is true or not. Understanding the significance of research helps us realize its power. First, it inculcates scientific and inductive thinking, promoting logical habits of thought and structural organization. Second, it forms the bedrock of almost all government policies in our economic system, from structuring national budgets to defense planning. Third, it solves operational and planning problems in business and industry using analytical techniques for cost minimization and or profit maximization. Finally, it is crucial for studying complex social relationships and solving social problems. Depending on who you are, research holds additional personal values. For students writing a master's or PhD thesis, it is a gateway to careerism and attaining high positions in society. For professionals, it is a source of livelihood. For philosophers and thinkers, it is an outlet for vibrant new ideas and insights. For literary scholars, it means developing creative styles, while for analysts and intellectuals, it leads to generalizing robust new theories. Thus, research is the fountain of knowledge for the sake of knowledge. As we look at the landscape of research, it can be classified into several vital types. Some important types are descriptive research, which describes existing situations or characteristics. Analytical research, which analyzes existing information to derive conclusion. Sorry. Applied research, which conducted to solve practical problems. For example, developing an AI system for disease prediction. Fundamental research, conducted to expand theoretical knowledge. Quantitative research, uses numerical data and statistical analysis. Qualitative research focuses on opinions, experiences, and observation. Conceptual research, based on concepts, theories, and ideas. Empirical research, based on experiments and observations. Some other forms also there of the types of research. In upcoming lectures, we will discuss these all types of the research in detail. To conclude today's session, the primary text and baseline reference for our study is the classic book Research Methodology, Methods and Techniques by Dr. C.R. Kothari, published by Wiley Eastern Limited. I highly encourage all of you to go through this text to strengthen your conceptual foundation. To summarize today's lecture, we understood the meaning and definitions of research. We discussed the objective of research, We learned the significance of research in society, industry, and academia, and we studied the major types of the research in brief. Thank you for your active learning today. In our next lecture, we will dive deeper into how to frame research problem. See you in the next session. Thank you.